uh, more like more clean, more building. The people is more educated.
Okay. But is
Uh,
it bigger? Is it bigger than Acapulco or is it smaller?
um, I think that it's the same. It's like Acapulco.
Okay, okay.
Yes, it's weird, man, because it's close to Mexico City and it's close to Querétaro and it's close to other cities, other big cities.
Yeah. Okay, okay.
So there are, but there are many people of other states, many foreigners,
Okay, okay.
because there are many jobs.
Yeah.
There are the plant of Volkswagen. Man,
Yeah.
the it's a big plant.
Wow.
Do you
And
know Puebla? No.
I've never been there, no, but I would like to. I would like to go, visit or something. Yes. English access. How are you?
Hola. Hello, teacher Fernando. How are you? This is Miss Carmina. I'm sorry about the noise.
Okay, okay, no problem, no problem. Who is this?
Miss Carmina from Cancun.
Oh, okay, okay. How are
Oh
you?
my God.
Good. How are you? Nice to meet you. I'm sorry I wasn't prepared for the class. Miss Mario just provided me the access, so this is why I do not habilitate my video, but it will be very nice.
Okay, okay. What are you observing or are you participating?
Talk to you.
What'd you say?
I want to talk. She
I,
wants to
I, did,
talk.
I didn't hear you.
She
Oh,
wants to talk.
didn't Miss Maru
No.
to you about that I was going to come into your. I'm going to have one Saturday class, so they want me to check up on the
Oh my God.
technique
Your signal is very
groups.
bad, Miss Carmina.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
sorry.
No problem, no problem. Also, you're like observing, so you can prepare for your other class.
Exactly.
Great, great. Yeah, that's fine with me. Well, in this class we are supposed to have 4 students. Right now we have 1, and it's supposed to start at 4:30. Usually they are late, but not like this late. So yes, but we have a good student here. We have Andres, and we have a really advanced topic today, and it's great that you're here so we can see it together. I think there's a mosquito in my room. Oh my God. Well, anyways, Andres, let's begin, no?
Yes, teacher.
All right.
Let's
Well,
go.
you are not here on Thursday, I believe, right?
No, man. Yes,
Yes. So we know I didn't receive homework from you, but
um
it was a writing class. We were doing the writing. You know how we always do. You write something and then you send it to me. I mark your mistakes and then you correct it. It was like that.
okay.
So you didn't miss out on anything. Hey, but this time Ismael, how can I say it? Ismael wrote a perfect writing, man, with no mistakes. And I was like,
Yes.
what? Yes, Ismael was the only person, and Jackie only had 2 mistakes,
On the
and yet,
homework, but
yeah, no, the writing, because you know how we usually do it. Like you write something on Microsoft Word, and then you send it to me, and together as a class we correct it.
yes,
But and that's what I'm talking about. You know, this time Ismael had 0 mistakes, and Jackie only had 2, and Yasmin, she had like 6. But that's way better, because you remember in the past Ismael had like 10 mistakes. Yeah, Jackie had like another 10 mistakes, and Yasmin like 15 mistakes. So everybody is getting better at their writing. I love that. I love that. And that's what I want
yes,
to do. You know, before you finish this level, everybody has to be a pretty good writer, because you know here you know grammar. Everybody knows grammar in this level.
yeah.
But why
Uh,
why do you want to know grammar if you can't use it? So you know that's why now near the end of this level we're putting a lot of attention to the writing.
yeah, we need to practice more because we 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 had more writing and grammar. No,
Yeah.
grammar and listening, not writing.
Yes. So now we're gonna do a little bit more writing, a little bit more speaking. So yeah. Anyways, let's begin. Um, open your book
Yeah.
to Unit 11,
Okay.
which is page 107. Am I showing you my screen? Can you see my screen?
Yes,
Yes.
I
Okay.
can see.
Great. All right. So you know we are starting a new unit today, Unit 11. So we have 2 more units, Unit 11 and Unit 12. Well, the the title of this unit is called Trends. Okay, a trend is something that is happening a lot. When we talk about trends, the most common thing is fashion. You know,
Yeah.
fashion. Um, like I don't know if you remember in the past, the trend was to have the big shirts and the big pants. And nowadays, that's not the trend. The trend is to have the smaller shirts and the smaller pants, so you can look more athletic. So, you know, trends are things that are happening a lot or frequently, and trends are always changing. But in this case, in this unit, we're not going to talk about clothes. We're going to talk about trends in society, all right? Like the trends these days in our society are that we are being more proactive about certain things like feminism, racism. You know, those are the trends in society today. Do you agree?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. And let's look at this trends. In Unit 11, you learn how to. Welcome, Yasmin. Can you read this, Andres?
Yes. You learn how to use the passive of the present continuous and present perfect to link ideas to express a contrast, reason, purpose, or alternative. Talk about trends in society, the environment, and the workplace. And refer back to points made earlier in a conversation. Use more formal vague, vague,
Vague.
vague expression like and so forth and etc.
Yes. And that's what we're going to see in this unit. And I will explain what we're going to see specifically today after we do this activity. Before you begin, Look at the first picture, Yasmin. What do you see in the first picture? Yasmin?
Traffic.
Traffic. All right, thank you, thank you. Andres, what do you see in the second picture?
In the second, old friends.
Old friends, right? Nice, nice. Beautiful old ladies. And in the third picture, what do you see, Yasmin?
Family.
Little family, your mom and the boy. All right. And in number 4, we have some construction, right? Some buildings are being built.
Yes.
Now, before you begin, do any of these issues affect Acapulco or Mexico? Is the situation changing? What is the trend? All right, let's talk about them one by one, and I'm gonna give you an example, and then you tell me about the other ones. Look, for example, traffic congestion. Is traffic congestion a problem in Acapulco?
Yes, of course.
Of course. Where do you see the most traffic?
In Costera or Cuauhtémoc.
Costera, Cuauhtémoc. Yes, I hate it because I live in Cuauhtémoc. And so this affects our city. Is the traffic changing, or like is it getting better, or is it getting worse, or is it the same? What do you think?
Here it's getting worse.
It's getting worse. Yeah, it's more cars, less roads. Well, the same
Yes.
roads, but more cars. All right, that is the trend. Okay, that is a problem. That is a trend in society. You know, something that is happening every day. The traffic in Acapulco is getting worse, 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 worse. More cars, the same roads. What about working parents? Yasmin, I would like to hear your idea on this. Working parents. Do you think that if you work, like mom and dad work, do you think it affects the child mentally?
Um, in my opinion, no.
So it's okay that both parents work.
Yes, because you search you make time for spend with your children.
Okay. Yes, yes. Now look at the next problems. Pollution, aging population. Aging means you are getting older. You are getting older. Let me show you a picture of aging. This lady right here is aging. Young, old, older, and even older. The aging population. Urban development. That means more buildings are being built. And unemployment. That means people don't have jobs. Do any of these problems affect our city?
Can you repeat the question, man?
Do any of these problems affect our city?
Oh, yes. I think that all problems.
All of them affect our city?
Yes.
How?
Teacher, what does mean again?
Aging.
Aging.
That means to become older, like this.
Oh yes, yes, yes. Oh, yes. Yes, sorry, sorry.
It's to
Yes,
become
man. I
older.
think that the whole thing affect my city, our city.
Yes, yes. You know, and a lot of times people ask me, you know, why is an aging population bad? Well, it's bad for the economy in a way, especially in a capitalist country, because you know, old people they retire when they are 60 or 65, right? But they don't die early. Sometimes they live until 100 years old, 105, 90 years old. So they receive money from the government, but for 20, 30 years. And who pays for that? The people of the country, the country's people. And that's why it's a problem in some countries. The aging population is a big problem right now in China. Because I don't know if you remember that about 20 or 30 years ago, China imposed a new law. You can only have one child, and the child needs to be a boy. And that was very, very bad for the future. Because now there are no young people, only old people. And the economy is slowing down because of that. Not enough workers. Not enough workers. But anyways, today, August 24th, August 24th, our objective is to express trends in society. All right, to express trends in society. We are on page 108, Touchstone 4, Unit 11, Lesson A. One example of a trend in society is a lot of people are being hired. A lot of people are being hired in different countries.
What does mean hired, man?
Hired is the same thing as saying contracted, you know, for a job. Like you want to be hired in Monterrey. I want to be hired in the United States. We want to be contracted in another place. And that's one of the trends in society. No, nobody wants to work in Mexico. We want to work, well, nobody wants to work in Acapulco. We want to work in other cities where there is more money and a better lifestyle. All right. So let me show you some words that we're gonna see today. Can you repeat after me? Lose weight.
Lose weight.
Lose weight.
Yes, lose weight is when you are big and you get smaller. Me, I need to lose weight.
Yes, me too.
Maybe next month. Maybe next month.
Next year.
Next year, yes. After the quarantine. This next word right here. maybe you see some restaurants that you know, for example, McDonald's, KFC, Carl's Jr., they have that in the northern states. And these right here are fast food chains, you know, like franchises. Fast food chains. Okay. One of my favorites is Wendy's. Oh my gosh, where did it go? Wendy's. Andres, have you ever eaten at Wendy's?
Yes, man. And you say?
Yeah, you had it?
Yes, it's like McDonald's, but more health, more
Yeah.
healthy.
Yeah, it's healthier,
No?
definitely,
Yes.
and more delicious in my opinion.
More fresh.
Yes, it's fresher.
Here in Mexico, I don't know if there are Wendy's.
Yeah, that's true. Me neither. All right, this right here is a shortage. When there is a shortage, there is not enough of something. You know, like, how can I say this? Whenever there is a hurricane, there is a shortage of water, food, because people are crazy and they go and buy things from the store. There is not enough water, not enough food. Or like with the coronavirus, everybody went and bought hand sanitizer, the masks, and there was a shortage, like in March and April, a very big shortage of these things. Do you remember that?
Yes, yes.
All right. And this word right here is hire. Hire, when they contract you. Fulanito 1, Fulanito 2, Fulanito 3, Fulanito 4, Fulanito 5. And Fulanito 2 got hired. He has a new job.
It's the same thing that contract?
Yeah, except that hired is more common. Yes, hired is more common.
It's more useful. You it's most common is in a company or in a job.
Yeah, like
or
some people will say contracted. Some people, but in both ways are correct. They mean the same thing, but hired is more common. You know what I mean? It's like the word
yes.
fast and quick. They're like the same thing, but fast is more common. All right, and the next word is outsourced. All right, outsourced. Outsource means to give work to people outside the company. Sometimes in other countries. When you see this word outsourced, I want you to think of Americans. You know, Americans, they don't make things in America. It's not. They prefer to go and hire people in China, in Mexico, in India, because it's cheaper, right? In the United States, the minimum wage is $7 every hour. In Mexico, it's $7 every day. So it's much cheaper to hire people in other countries. That's why factories like the Volkswagen one in Puebla, and all of the factories in Chihuahua and Nuevo León, all of those are very successful because the companies pay them a little bit of money. The Mexican is happy because, hey, we have a good job, da da da, but they don't make a lot of money.
What does mean source? Only source?
Source? Only source?
Yeah.
It depends. It depends. For example, when you are writing your thesis, is that what you call it?
Yeah.
When you're writing your thesis, you need to write the sources. For example, this information is from Wikipedia. This information is from
Okay.
da da da, the source, or the
You
place where,
it's like the reference.
yeah, like a reference, or the place where you find something, right?
Okay. Okay.
All right, cool, cool. And the last word. You know, in English Access, you pay for English Access, right? Every month. This is called your tuition. Some people say tuition fee. It's basically the money you pay for school or the money you pay for education. Okay?
It's the colegiatura.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Tuition or tuition fee. Okay?
Tuition.
3 syllables. Tuition.
Tuition.
Yes, yes. Yasmin
Tuition.
and Andres, any questions?
It's common, man. Tuition. For
Yes.
say when you pay every month in a school.
Yes. It's the only thing
Tuition.
you say, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the only thing you can say. Yeah, and you know, it's a big topic in the United States right now because you know everybody is taking classes online, and over there, you know, college is not cheap. College is not cheap. One semester is like, depending on the college, it can be like $12,000 for one semester, and the colleges are not reducing the prices. So right now, it's a controversial topic right now in the United States. But anyways, let's continue. What trends or changes have these people noticed in their society recently? All right, so these people are talking about their society. These people are from different parts of the world, okay? I want you to read them. Andres, you read all the odd numbers. Odd is 1, 3, and 5. And Yasmin, you read all the even numbers, 2, 4, and 6. Okay? Please
Yes.
begin.
A lot of people are obsessed with losing weight and eating healthy food eating healthy food. So the fast food chains have been forced to change their menus. Now you can get salads and healthy stuff there, as well as burgers and fries.
Well, one thing is the shortage here, here of people with skills in technology. There's a big demand for that now. So still skilled workers are being recruited overseas and then they're being broke into heal the jobs.
I think, like everywhere else, the main thing is the spread of technology. I mean, almost everyone has a cell phone and an MP3 player, and wireless internet access is being made available all over.
Yes, yes.
where people are talking about losing their jobs. In many places, unemployment,
Unemployment.
unemployment is going up, and a lot of people have been laid off, and that's partly because their jobs are being outsourced to workers in
Sourced.
outsourced to workers in other countries.
We have a lot of problems with traffic congestion, congestions,
Congestion.
uh, congestion. Fortunately, a lot of new highways have been built, and there's a a new monorail, but the problem hasn't been completely solved. So, commuting can still be a real problem.
Where more and more young people are being encouraged to go to college, which is good. It can be tough because
Tuition fees.
tuition fees have just been increased and will not be given enough financial support.
Okay. Well, this is the trends in society. What does James talk about, Yasmin? What trend does he notice in Miami?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Of course. Um, look at James over here. What trend does he notice in society?
A little people are obese with losing weight and hating health foods.
Yes, yes. Okay. And in Osaka, what does Tomoko notice, Andres?
Um,
What does she notice about the skilled workers?
what does mean overseas?
Overseas, over the sea, in another country.
Okay. So I can understand very good, but I understand that many people uh, are studying uh, technology. No, without are studying without technology or with technology. I don't know. Is with skill in technology.
Not
And
many people.
no, right now it's a problem because the jobs need to know about technology, right?
Yes, yes.
It's correct.
Yes, a lot of skilled workers are being recruited overseas. Oh, right. Yes, yes. And over here, Taipei, wireless internet access is being made available all over. That's one of the trend he notices. Everybody has internet now. And what about over here, Fiona? Fiona, London. Fiona, London. What do you notice about her, Andres? What trend is she
About
talking about?
many people are losing their jobs.
Yes, so what is happening? Why? Because their jobs?
So the people need to go outside to
Yes,
another
but
countries.
why? Their jobs are being
Outsourced. So the company are contracted other company for do the job than before other people uh, made.
yeah. Yes, yes. And that's a problem in London because London is a first world country and the salary in London is very high. So companies like, nah, I'm not gonna hire the English people. I'm gonna go hire some Mexicans. I'm gonna hire some Chinese people. I'm gonna hire some Indians so I can pay them a little bit and they will be happy. Oh. All right, so those are a few trends that they're talking about. So today, the grammar for this lesson is called the passive voice. We have discussed the passive voice many times, but today we're going to look at it in a different tense, specifically the present continuous passive and also the present perfect passive. All right. So before we begin with that, I want to ask you a question. I want to see how smart you are. Okay, do you see this right here? What is this, Andres and Yasmin? What is this?
Chicle,
In English? Do you know?
gum.
It's gum, right? Now, I can eat this gum, right? I can eat this gum and
Yes.
it will make my breath smell better. It will help me focus on my class.
Yes.
It's good. Gum is good. But if I don't eat it, can it do anything? Yes or no? Can this gum move? Can this gum make decisions?
No.
No, right? So, look at this. The gum is naked. I took its clothes off, right? And what am I doing? What am I doing? I, Fernando Gatica, I am chewing gum, right? I'm chewing gum.
Yes.
Is the gum doing something? No, right? The gum can't do anything. It's not alive. It's not alive. It's I don't know what you consider this candy. It's candy. It's gum. It can't do anything. It's not alive. So I am chewing gum. The gum cannot chew me. If I say I am chewing gum, this is active. This is active. Why? Because the subject, in this case, I, is active. I am active because I am chewing. I am active. So that is the active voice. But the passive voice would be the gum is being chewed. And this is not active. This right here is passive. This is passive. Why? Because the subject, in this case, the gum, is inactive. Is inactive. That means it is not doing anything. It is not chewing. It is not nothing. It is receiving the action. Does that make sense? The gum can't do anything. It's not alive. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, all right. So, in the first sentence, I am chewing gum. I am the subject. I am active because I am moving. In the second sentence, the gum is being chewed. The subject is the gum, and the gum is not active. So it is called the passive. When a sentence is passive, that means the subject receives an action. The subject receives the action. Now, okay, I'm going to take this gum out. And I finished with it, right? I can say I have chewed gum. I have chewed gum. All right, I have chewed gum and the gum has been chewed. Which sentence is active? The first one or the second one?
One.
Yes. The first sentence is active. Why? Because I have chewed the gum. I have done something. The second one, the gum has been chewed. The gum never did anything. It just received my teeth. That's all. It can't do anything. It's not alive. So this is passive. All right? This is passive. And that's basically the grammar for today. Today, you're gonna learn how to make active sentences passive in the continuous and perfect form. How to make active sentences passive in the continuous and perfect form. Now, in real life, you're not gonna be like, okay, fulanita, change this sentence for me. No, that's not gonna happen in real life. But we're going to do that right now so you can see the difference. All right? Let's start with the present continuous. I'm gonna take my sentence right there. I am chewing the gum. The gum is being chewed. Now, right here, we instantly notice that we have this formula. The formula is receiver plus is, or are if it's plural, plus being plus what tense is that verb? Present, past, or past participle?
Past participle.
Past participle. And we always use the past participle in the passive voice. Okay? Now, how do I make an active sentence passive? How do I do that? So easy. Okay. I am chewing the gum. In the sentence right here, the gum is my object, right? It is my object because it receives the action. I chew the gum. I am active. The gum receives the chewing. All right, so I make my object the subject. The gum was the object, now it is the subject. So remember that. One, the active object becomes the passive subject. Repeat after me, Yasmin and Andres. The active object becomes the passive subject.
Subject.
What? Yasmin and Andres, I didn't hear you. The active object becomes the passive subject.
The passive subject.
Yes, so take it, bring it down. Take it, bring it down. And the next thing we do is use the formula. Use the formula. That's it. That is how you make passive sentences. All right. Let's see how you do this one. All right. Andres, what is this sentence in the passive? They are destroying trees.
The trees are being destroyed.
Okay. Trees are being destroyed. Perfect. Or trees are being destroyed without the. That is correct. And Yasmin, I have one for you. Yasmin, they are eating enchiladas. Passive. Are you there, Yasmin?
Yes.
So what is it?
Enchiladas. Are being
Are being
ate.
eaten.
Eaten.
Enchiladas are being eaten. If you haven't already, I recommend that you copy this formula, copy the steps, and copy these examples right here. Okay, and let me know when you are, well, when you have copied it down. All right?
Okay.
While you copy those words, I'm gonna go get some water. Are you ready, guys?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna erase this so I can explain the other one. All right. So we saw the present continuous. Now let's look at the present perfect. The present perfect is kind of like a new topic in a way. We saw it in the last level. But we can use it like this. They have killed a lot of whales. They have killed a lot of whales. In the passive form, they would be a lot of whales. Ooh, I cannot write fast. A lot of whales have been killed. Okay, as you see, the formula is receiver plus have, or sometimes has if it's singular, plus been plus past participle. And you know, you do the same thing as the present continuous form. Like right here, we have a lot of whales as the object, and that's active. And in the passive, it becomes my subject. So just like in the present continuous form, you move the active object and make it your passive subject, and 2, you use the formula. So in this lesson, we have a lot of difficulties like knowing when to use the continuous form and when to use the perfect form. But it's really easy. Continuous form is ing. Continuous form is ing, and perfect form is have or has, and the past participle. So it should be easy. All right. For this, I really just want you to copy the formula and to write down that it is present perfect. Can I erase it? Yes or no?
No.
Yes. Oh, sorry.
Okay, Yasmin, we're waiting on you. Let me know when you're ready.
Yes.
Now, today, we're just gonna look at how can I say it? The structure of these sentences, and tomorrow we're going to use them more in, real situations, or how we can use these sentences in context. So let's begin. You see right here, I have 4 sentences. The first one is, people are forcing fast food chains to change their menus. So, people are forcing fast food chains to change their menus. That is active. And let's make it passive. Fast food chains. What comes after this?
Are being.
Are
Change.
being.
Forcing.
Are being.
Change.
The verb is force, but look at the formula. We use the past participle.
Forced.
Yes, are being forced to change their menus. Okay, so that's a good point. I want to make right here. Let's see. Always focus on the first verb. Why? Because in this sentence, we have the verb force and we have change, right? Just focus on the first verb, the first main verb, right? Now, number 2, they've made internet access available all over. Internet access. It's perfect. It's the present perfect.
Have made.
Hmm?
Have made. Have made.
You're forgetting one word.
Been made.
All right. Now, I want you to notice this. Internet access is singular or plural?
Singular.
Yes. So I don't use have. I use
Has.
has. All right.
Has been. Yes.
Finish the sentence, please.
Made. Available.
Yes.
By day.
No. Two more words.
All over.
All over. All right. And number 3, Yasmin, this one is for you. Companies are laying.
Teacher, and the word they it disappeared.
Yes. Let me say that here. Another tip. Thank you for mentioning that. Use by plus the doer or the original subject if it's important. Only if it's important. But whenever you have like a pronoun, like I, they, he, it's not important. It's not important. It's usually important if it has the word the in it, like the scientists or the children in Alaska. All right. Or if it's a natural disaster, like the tornado, the hurricane, something like that. But if it's not important, you don't need to mention it. Okay? Ms. Herrera, companies are laying off a lot of people.
A lot of people are being lay companies.
You got one word.
Two.
What goes after laying? The word off. A lot of people are being laid off. Now, you can say by companies, but I mean, we know that the companies are laying them off because companies are the ones that hire them. But that's optional. But very good. Yasmin and Andres, I want us to practice the pronunciation of these two words, been and being. Been and being. Can you repeat after me? Been.
Being.
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 Yeah, so one has one syllable, the other one has two. Been, being. All right. Andres, this one is for you. They haven't given us enough financial support. We
Why we? It's not the financial support.
Um,
Financial support. No. Why we?
so, yeah, you asked why we, okay. Um, if if you look at here, my object is us, no?
No. Yes.
And us is the object pronoun. But remember, the object becomes the subject. So now we need to use a subject pronoun, like I, he, she, it, they, or we. That's why we use we. We
We have been given. Been given. We have had been.
no. The reason why I put the lines there is because it's negative.
We have. Oh yes. We have not been given.
We haven't been given
We haven't. Yes. We haven't been given enough financial support.
enough financial support.
Financial.
Great. And that is how you make sentences in the passive form. That's just the introduction. This is the beginning. You can find the same information, right here. Um, what am I about to say? Whenever, no, never mind. Look, this is unit 11. And in unit 12, we are going to see the last passive voice tense, which is the future passive. And you will know everything about the future and everything about the passive voice by the end of unit 12. So, will, going to, present continuous, all of those tenses about the future, you're going to see them in unit 12. And in unit 12, we also practice the future passive. So it's cool because you will know everything about the future and everything about the passive voice. And with all of that information, you will be able to, watch movies more comfortably, listen to music and understand it at a better level. And simply you will understand English more. And since you'll be able to understand English more, you'll be able to use it more. All right. So tonight, what I want you to do for your homework is to look at your notes again. Okay, the notes that you took today. Look at your notes again and write 3 sentences in the passive form using the present continuous and present perfect continuous. All right. Do you think you can do that, Yasmin and Andres?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Do you think you can do that? You think you can do the homework?
Yes, of course. Only three or three with every time.
Okay, okay. Yes, just three in total. In total.
Okay.
So two present, continuous, and one perfect, or vice versa. All right, Yasmin, do you have any questions?
No.
And like I said, tomorrow we're going to use this, but more in context, because it's better. When can we use this in real life? Well, thank you for coming to the class, Yasmin, Andres, and teacher Carmina. I will see you tomorrow, all right?
Oh.
Have a nice day.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
teacher, for class.
I enjoy it very much. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Have a nice day.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.